this is what I'm interested in seeing, is Method's depth. Mentality on this big stage is going to play key here.
We know how strong her V-trigger is, so I'm curious to see what made Zayn choose this one. Kurt JC looking great block on the overhead.
Now those command dashes aren't legit, but you can see Kurt JC is not ready to check them at all. You have to be looking for it, right?
That is a good strategy as an Ibuki player, to just try your opponent and see if he's ready for that or not. Kurt JC is showing he's not.
Plus here, has to protect, dashes himself. I don't need a command dash, mate, when I'm in V-trigger. Oh, next this time. Oh, run straight into the heavy punch. Kurt JC with a very... Oh, look at those eyes.
On the face. Trying and see, that's where Ibuki struggles. When Bison starts getting the pressure, you need to feel Russell. Do you really want as Ibuki to lose a V-trigger opportunity?
Or not, yeah.
That's how heavy the choice is.
I mean, he did 2 down forward heavy punches in a row there. It looks like he's abusing his frames a tiny bit. That counter with the catch meaty punch.
Stays in front, great block from Kurt.
He checked, he's ready now.
He's ready for that now. It's time for the V-trigger for Kurt. Is it a reset? They're gonna be...
Oh, try to shimmy. That's game. Stunned. Oh my goodness.
Game.
That's got to give old man Grump some confidence. Who did well last week, you know, got a bit steamrolled the first round, was able to get his stuff going. Pax was telling that he was talking to him, saying, you know, calm down, calm down. Yeah. It's only 1 round. You can get your stuff going. Plays a strong character in Urien. It'll be interesting to see how cross counter can do, keeping him out with carrying or keeping Urien contained.
Carrying Urien. Great challenge with V-skill to open it. Oh!
Opens him up a little bit.
Right.
Check from old man Grump. Back throw. Gets the corner position as well. He's just doing the move again and again and again.
Just trying to check. Right, cross counter, trying to keep the opening. Great one from Old Man Grump, challenging that one. We're getting close to the end of the round.
It's just jabbing back and forth, jabbing back and forth. Oh my goodness! You see how long Old Man Grump held forward for? Oh my goodness!
That was a boss walk, man.
Yeah, that was.
Getting in, cross counter, applying the corner pressure now.
Oh, that little walk back forward, Damascus.
Great conversion. Oh, the reset is dropped, and the back to the corner. We are no respect on cross counter side. It's time for the V-trigger for him.
Oh, the trade.
Roll V-trigger on him.
Oh, what? Hatches the new... I've never seen that before. Slam Monster Tech, he meant it, mate. Aegis just sets it up straight away.
Oh, block, what a block!
Oh my goodness, and again! No punish! But still manages to close it out. Stay there, you're not getting out the corner, Old Man Grump. Old Man Grump manages to get the back throw. This time the meat there.
Oh, goes behind, great one, and that's gonna be the third. Oh no!
Oh, no, it's somebody X! Huh? What? V-skill in his face? That's got to be a combo drop, Damascus. Cross counter is going to take this over Method, the back throw, and makes it... Whoa! He gives him a...
Firing the shots!
Boy.
Alright, Laura, Zangief, King National now. And that's going to be a critical set. 1-1, you don't want to be the team.
This is the one, right? This could put a lot of pressure on either side.
We get King National. Quite active one, the bear grab to open the round.
What's the stand like kick?
Oh!
Command grab.
Scoop!
Heavy? No, it was light. No mix-up after that.
No idea.
Abuse Nasher. Oh! Wow, another bear grab. This is a bad position if you're Laura. Punish.
Party time. Great one to quick rise at this moment. Yeah. You know that setup is so hard.
Oh!
Quickie!
Are you insane?
Top to the ground. What? A drop from Nashor.
He was not expecting just a critical art to come out, and churning that butter was Quiggy. Here we go. We've seen this movie before. He's back to the corner, Damascus.
Oh! Headbutt it back to corner. Oh, headbutt! Oh my god, what a round! Oh, trying to reset. No, EXSPD!
That's good.
Done. One run. Perfect.
Wow. Quiggy. Method are coming out swinging, boy. I don't care. Luffy who? See if he can do it. Kurt JC with a very strong, dominant performance, though. This game.
Conservative. Oh, checks the downward opening. Straight to the corner we are.
Another check. Fights back, even though he was plus.
Oh, and that's going to be hard now for cross counter to get out. He would need to find a way to get away from that.
Oh,
great one.
The jump in. I like cross counter's offense here. Surprised he didn't press the issue.
Oh, what a block! Oh, what a block from Kurt JC, not finishing that.
He goes again! One game tactics, boy.
Oh,
he's in the corner again.
Kurt needs one, and not sure why you would press the bottom after the +3 standing roundhouse.
Uses the EX first to get in. Crush counter, big boy Kings. Gets the knockdown.
Oh, what a good run it is!
Again with the meter, maximum stuff.
Not gonna be able to kill with that, but he's still getting the reset stage.
Oh, the delay! Needs to answer back this Kurt JC. Oh, have rocked him. Gets the crush counter though. And he's going for these Rosettas. It's working.
No punish on Kurt's side.
Stay there, my friend.
Oh,
and the back throw.
That's gonna be the meaty throw, and Kurt JC able to wrap it up for his team. 2 wins for him.
Jenko had that incredible HLTV clip where he had that crazy ace towards B platform, but nevertheless, the point is they are so strong on that CT side. Pulse and Jenko, let's see what they can do. You mentioned Fry 1, right? The potential there. I mean, in terms of fragging ability, they are quite similar. One of the issues was obviously communication, and does Jenko bring that? Anyway, into the first round here.
He's hoping they're going to push into his ever-waiting arms, and Method still just playing off the back of the time.
Indeed, Brothers trying to listen out, see how many plays there. The flashbang comes in, the HC goes out. No armor there means he will fall.
Let's see how they can respond to this. Freddie B picks up and takes the head off Nilzinho very swiftly, hungry for more as well, as he's just trying to stay alive, keep himself in the action so his two teammates can rotate over, but he does fall. He has to react fast, encroaches upon the bomb site as he slowly tries to tiptoe up towards the bomb, waiting for them to peek into him, can recover the kit, but they peek out at the right time, play together, Pulse will find the shot, Method get the opening round. 2 frags begin to go their ways, they clear the site, hungry for more, and they do pick them off very effectively. It's only one man left, it's Cosmine, and he is out of position, slowly gets back over there. Oh, an instant dink through the door.
Tech9's not really doing that much damage to the economy of Method. Let's see another one extra frag. No HP as well there. They're again prone to that reset if it does come through. 4 players alive as well for the Method side. As I say that, there will be 3 because Stanley does fall.
Maeve will find one frag in the back line as he slowly tiptoes in through the rear. Worst case scenario now, just run away with that AK-47, at least have something to play with, but he is going to try and make a bit more of a dent. Charges in, finds the frag over on towards Weber, has a kit to play with as well, and a lot of utility, so there is still a chance into the round if he hurries things along, but Jenko had it covered, spots him out by drop, and will punish.
Yeah, Jenko peeks out here a little bit too early, and he does, but somehow, some way, he does win that round. Sorry, that duel. Allowing them to have a 1-man advantage, 40 seconds left on the clock, and now the push comes in. You've got as well Stanley that towards drop might be able to come in from behind.
Making their play through Stanley, another headshot comes out as he shuts down Smooya. Cosmine's in a prime time position to deal an absolute blow. Peeks out, hits Jenko straight in the jaw as he's hungry for more as well. Roaming around, just trying to clear these angles. He's the last ditched attempt of defending the round. And unfortunately, Epsilon can't quite do it. Nilzinho punishes him, and Epsilon let it all slip away.
2-1-2 setup. And actually what's very common right now in the Metro floor is playing double towards drop, and here's why.
They're going to try and get those trades effectively, but they go 1 for 1. Barbar tries to respond once again, but Weber, even though he gets blind and falls back, he still finds the frag. They're in such a good position as well. Cosmine, it relies so heavily on him now. He needs to get the kills to buy his teammates enough time to rotate over, but it's unlikely. He does have the drop on him, but it's more of a one-and-done angle. As soon as he gives the game away, they should respond straight away, and Jenko won't allow him to do anything. Rips his head clean off. They've gone for the stack as well, just going to try and play 3-2. Work together, get the trade efficiently, but the distance they're fighting from, this is going to be so awkward. They're just trying to take that mid-control, encroaching slowly. They are doing damage with a pistol, but depends if they know about Nilzinho playing behind Rock, peeks up, finds 1 frag. It's actually Weber and Pulse to do some damage individually as well. And now they've just got Freddie B penned in towards mid. They can just take pot shots at him, eventually pick him off, and that is going to be a 10-5 half. And I think when you look at it as well, the entire time, they just kept going for these overface on the side of Epsilon. We saw them whittling away their own economy.
Exactly.
How many times do we see the AWP on Smooya? One of the reasons that they are very effective on Cobblestone as well is because the more aggressive AWPing style he brings to the table, right? He catched him off guard. We saw it like twice maximum, and he didn't really do anything with it. So instantly that puts him back into a role that he isn't as proficient at.
Don't allow Epsilon to plant the bomb and then win versus the Force by an Eco. If they have a 13-5 advantage, this map could be as good as done, Jack.
Sure, he gets the call out for the quick rotate that has now arrived. All the cavalry has hunkered down on the A-bomb site, ready to just try and ward off these troublesome terrorists that are pushing in. Pulse will get the opening frag back on towards Freddie B. Cosmine gets spotted out by Nilzinho. How have they not realized what exactly Nilzinho is up to? It's him and Jenko left to try and do damage, and Nilzinho is popping heads, but Maeve was on the site. He's in the back line. It doesn't take much for him to do that frag.
The kit is dropped towards B as well. You can see Jenko just picking it up. He has the smoke as well. He can go for a smoke diffuse here, Jack.
They're not aware of his position. Seems like they don't actually realize he's been able to get onto the site already. He's going to smoke early, gets the smoke down, goes for the elevator, fakes, finds the headshot, Jenko! The second frag as well! Pulls it out of nothing, Jenko!
You are going to be terrified if you have no Kevlar. You're playing versus the firepower that Pulse has, FAMAS. Freddie B last alive in the 1 versus 5. 3,500 extra into the bank. No players needing to be dropped as well. They can carry forth these SMGs. If they win the round of the UMPs as well, their money will be in such a good position. There's going to be so much economic pressure onto Freddie being close.
They go for the knife! Outside and actually go for the knife!
Look at Smooya there. He knows exactly what's going on. They're being scored right now. The problem is that you can see if Jenko doesn't find a frag here or gets traded instantly, that leaves Nilzinho in such an awkward position. He needs the frags.
Smear on the contact orb as well can normally be a nuisance, but Jenko kicks it off. They're not aware of the location of Nilzinho as well, as he strikes and gets a double kill. And he's in the rear. Maeve running straight past him, but he's not going to clear it. Barbar's quick on his heels, but luckily enough, Nilzinho is aware of it. Here's the audio cue. Pulse comes into effect.
Epsilon here change up their style of approach here. They smoke off Matrix. Jenko caught off guard with the molly.
Ridiculous with the time in there. Jenko should have been punished, but Jenko pulls up the hat-trick nearly. The 4K as well should have been shut down. He had his pants right around his ankles, but he was able to get away with far too much.
If Smooth loses the bomb here towards T-Spawn, outside drop, the round is almost instantly lost.
But Freddie B must have made the call that he's going to try and make a play towards A. Finds the opening shot, nearly the double kill, but it's not quite enough. Pulse is low. As long as he just stays alive, waits for the rotate to come over, they play together, but Pulse, he's a powerful man. He peeks out and puts pressure on the situation, taking down Smooya. And Method keep on trucking.
Nilzinho finds the first one to Maeve. Here it comes.
Oh, Weber whiffs the shot though. Whistles again as they actually try and push their way past. He's struggling. He does land the flick. Luckily enough, it is a tag on Smooya. Softens him up enough for Pulse to take him down. As
someone land a shot!
Way through. They need to do something. There's no time left to play with as well as they are on the bomb side, but they lose. If they can't plant right now, they're not going to find the frags. This round's over. Method have locked it out just by holding for time. Even though with Jenko coming freshly back into the lineup and they've had to adjust things slightly, they still have way more time spent together as a core than Epsilon have been able to get together.
Quite see the foot there of Freddie B. Is his toe sticking out?
And Clever has caught a whiff of the man that is up close and personal. It does rely quite heavily on whoever gets this opening frag. It will set the scene. Weber finds the headshot though, and he's getting information off the back of that.
Maeve somehow, some ways, lurked up short. Jenko not spotting it, but manages to understand that there could be people up short. Finds that frag, smoother the fast reply frag onto bench. Pulse dice while Barbar finds the entry. Nilzinho towards connector, doesn't find that kill onto Cosmine.
Ridiculous, you'd imagine he would have got it, but look how deep Barbar goes trying to gain CT control. Runs out with his knife out at that point. Surely he should have been aware there was a chance. So the thing is, a 2 versus 2 retake like this is manageable. They have utility, and Weber gets the open frag. Takes down Smooya, that's a critical kill. Look how low Cosmine is. He can only focus on one angle at once. He's so in the open. Stanley can just peek happily and kill him.
They need to try it and lock some stuff down now. Get a few rounds in the bank to give him a buffer to play with.
Stanley gets overwhelmed though. Smooya just thunders his way in. Just playing up close and personal, trying to keep him at bay. They're doing a very good job of at least slowing down this retake so it takes so long into the round. Pulse will come into effect. Smooya overpowers Nilzinho though, and they're left with just one man standing actually. It's Maeve all of a sudden. They had chipped through. They found the chink in the armor. It wasn't going as great as it should have done, but they make it manageable. Maeve welcomes himself to the scoreboard, but Weber comes back in, shuts him down. He's got the kit as well, and I think he has this just in the nick of time.
Time is of the essence. Stanley close to the smoke. Doesn't quite see the toe yet.
I think as well, this is where those Method players excel. We see this constantly with Stanley and Pulse. They're always very effective at getting this opening frag on the ball, playing up close by the ramp smoke. It's going to be Nilzinho and co to actually start things off with a little bit of a bang. Only 3 players remaining on the side of Epsilon, and they have to try and slow it down a little bit.
Stanley needs to hold the line here.
Stanley 2 angles to watch though, so he has to back off and try and play more of a defensive style.
He gets overpowered because of this, but Pulse is in position, finds one, and the second as well. Pulse being the catalyst into the round, it all falls on towards Maeve. With 55 seconds left on the clock, he has to go and get the bomb. Miles to run. Unlikely he's going to do anything now.
Maeve going to go for the window play, as you said, just try and hunt them down, but Pulse, he's locked and loaded. No messing about as he finds a headshot back on towards Maeve here. Stanley here. Always can be annoying when he sees that as he peeks out and he goes for a double kill as well. This is huge for Stanley to kick this one off with an absolute bang. Keeping it going as well. The pistol's coming out on top. They rip their way through everyone. They only take one casualty in the form of Jenko. Swift round there.
But anyway, the execute comes in. This is a problem. Look, Stanley is alone on the A side. If the execute come in, he is isolated and alone. This is poor play here from Method.
This is very awkward. Stanley, it relies quite heavily on him as well to just try and stay in a good angle. Will peek out, actually gets the opening frag back on towards Barbar.
But look, they're forcing the CTs to play around this, block off all their lines of sight, but the CTs are bending. They're not actually breaking. They've adapted fairly efficiently.
Flash your teammate up short. Try and get that 10-9 in towards CPL. There's a chance to win this, but there's so many factors that come into it. And Weber finds himself the second for the round with the AWP.
That's the thing, he had to come through. Freddie B had to get into the backline, find that opening kill. Then there was a chance Maeve got on site if they peek together and overpower Jenko. Now though, they could just play as a team. Meth would find the easy frag, they lock it down. It is going to be a 5-10 half.
The same something again into the potential final round as Freddie B finds the frag onto Pulse. 5 versus 4, 1 minute 35 on the clock, Jack, as we are in round 23.
This could be the penultimate round where Epsilon shut it down.
Nilzinho potentially could have got that frag and started to be the resurgence, but him losing out that duel really
kind of sets the stage for how this one is going to go. Stanley will connect the headshot, but he's so low off the back of being tagged early from Connector. Even if he finds a frag on towards Maeve, it seems unmanageable. But Jenko's done a little bit of damage before he will fall back down.
Bomb drop towards short. Freddy being Barbar now. Barbar picking up the AWP. Even if Stanley didn't get killed there, obviously having the AWP on the A side, able to lock down that short position, wasn't really too much he could do there after Jenko lost the bomb towards B short. 1-1. Fairly one-sided affair both maps. Epsilon taking Mirage very comfortably, and the same goes for Method on Cobblestone.
This is now...
Today I think Method will be looking to make a huge splash because they've got their full roster as far as I'm aware.
Momentum is going to be huge. This first game is going to be huge. And speaking of this first game, Johnny Boy, let's get into it.
A very difficult center ball to defend, but it just rolled right across. Immediate response though from the Swede. It looks right now both teams certainly hitting the ball cleanly, which does bode well for a game one. But neither team willing to slow down the play, look for dribbles or passing.
But Ignite showing that he has been on that many teams that he can just slot into absolutely anything. As 7am has continued his weird streak with names, but nothing weird about that. Crucial for Method.
That's a really, really big goal. A lot just winning out a race in the midfield. Ignite this time. The defender is flying a little bit underneath the ball. Big, big goal for Method.
I'm very good at selling out.
Look at that dodge by a lot, but the demo presence was there from Doomsy. A little bit too much though. Committing it for the demo and the bumps with two players there for Fused rather. Leaving no one in the middle to receive the pass. But Method will have to be careful. There's a lot of passive defending in the goal. Nice warp inch by Magnus there. It's good to see Magnus with a much cleaner game too, after a couple of slip-ups in the opening game here. In the LAN environments up to this date.
Ignite wants to try and get this back. He's actually managed to open this up for 7am, who chose not to go forward. He's got the opportunity here. He's going to try and place one straight down. Double tap! Cannot put that one straight in, and Doomsy is going to be there just a little bit too late. All of Infuse want to get themselves forward. They want to end it right now, but we are going to go to overtime. But what a flurry at the end.
Wow, that play by 7am. Air dribble into a self-set double touch approach. Where Metsonoris from the ground will tie the series.
We now have questions risen from both of these teams. Method picking up their first win of this series. Can they capitalize it, and can Team Infuse respond to a game that they felt was in their favor and then suddenly was just taken away from them? Now is going to be Method's opportunity off that backboard. Doomsy has to try and get the block, and he has got up there in time. Now 7am will try and play it over, but Method looking confident. Both these teams are hitting their stride, and they've decided to completely back off. There was an opportunity there for Method, but they were not bold enough to take it. Final 20 seconds. There is going to be the huge negative angle shot, and a lot could have just taken this game.
A lot was so close to connecting with that shot earlier, and he does make it on the second time of asking. Phenomenal aerial play by a lot, the deftest of touches, but the acceleration coming out of nowhere, it is so deceptive. That is a massive, massive goal. One that could shape not just this series, but the entire Gfinity Elite Series as a whole. Can Infuse tie the game? It's not looking likely. It's about to happen. Oh my word! Mensa! Forget about tying the game. Let's double our scoreline. What an angle, oh my word.
Are Method ready to play on the stage? You're damn right they are.
We've already seen Metsonoris certainly never happy with just one. He always wants more.
That'll be huge for Method as well, considering they started off with a loss in week 1. And they had a different roster playing. A lot is going to be by himself. And he had to try and take on a very K-Dop-esque boomer of a shot. But those half volleys do not work very well against Method, who are consistently rotating all the way back, picking up their back boosts. So every time you go for a long clear like that, they're just going to pick the ball back up once again and try and go for a new play. This is the scary thing for Team Infuse. They've been caught out of position a couple too many times. Whilst they have been in the offense, that's how they lost that second game. And that's how they can see the majority of the goals in that third game. So just need to be that little bit more careful.
Fuse really needs to keep their eye on a lot when he is landing downfield from 50-50s or making offensive runs. Right now he's just sitting in goal, but it's when he does things like this, when he lands upfield, this is where he is most dangerous, because if Magnus can hit the ball in his general direction, a lot can pull a redirect out of anywhere.
Fuse have to be worried all over the pitch about the offensive prowess that Method can bring towards them. But both these teams will be happy to get to the end of this opening minute and not concede and just slowly ease themselves into this match.
Another 10 seconds.
This has to go in.
It's all or nothing.
This has to go in. It's gonna go in!
In a ridiculous turn of events.